It's currently April 29th. Let's see if I can get my voice projected a bit more, and more frequently, maybe, possibly. That'd be wonderful. I do consider sometimes I do speak too quietly, especially with this type of microphone and with the fan in the back. See there. It's I'll consider it like a gradual improvement or whatever, but if I could keep it at like this tone, I think it'd be perfect. But obviously that's not gonna happen, so I'm gonna just keep it, or try to keep it as much as this tone as possible, right? Perfect. I think that'd be better, just to like increase the actual audio on like all the recordings and such. But yeah, so there we go. It's a bit weird. Not gonna lie, but I don't necessarily have a topic, so I'll just go into like a recap or whatever. Ooh, something interesting in terms of reading, which was the first thing that popped up, right? Is that reading hasn't, like, for example, I started off with, I think it was like 4 pages. I started like 4 pages. Some other people start with 1 page or whatever when they first get into it, which makes sense. I started with 4 pages. I need to start looking directly into the camera. Looking at the fucking laptop. I'm like, yeah, I started off with 4 pages. Some people start with 1 page, which is perfectly fine. I should have started with 1 page as well, but it doesn't really matter. In the end, it didn't really affect anything. It was like sufficiently challenging and sufficiently enough to like continue doing it and not really have to worry about continuing to do it. But yeah, now it's at the point where I sometimes look at I don't actually keep track of the pages, which is good, because I feel like tracking the pages doesn't add anything, and it just kind of like, it definitely distracts me from the whole reading, and then I end up having to like it's like I get out of like a mini flow state when I'm reading. Like essentially when I'm reading, and I can imagine, or I'm starting to picture what the book is actually saying in my mind, and then I take a look at the pages. It's like it's over. It's gone. I can't remember that anymore. Like, not remember, I can't imagine it anymore, and I'm just like reading words, which I find is better if you can imagine the scenario that you're reading in your head, right? And not just like reading words, because that way you can actually remember and you're not like lost. I feel like when I'm reading words, I'm like very lost. I have to like reread or whatever. But yeah, so sometimes I look at like the time it takes on the actual music, or the time that's, yeah, essentially the time like I took while reading, and it's like 30 minutes or something. It's insane, because I'm not trying to go for 30 minutes. It just so happens to be 30 minutes, which I think is great, because like it passed so quickly, because I wasn't even like paying attention to whether or not it was like 30 minutes or not. It just kind of like happened. So that is wonderful. I say I'm almost finished with deep work. I'm at the part where like you actually have to start. It's less about, yeah, deep work is good, deep work is meaningful, whatever, deep work is valuable. It's like past that part, and now it's actually at the part where you can see how people structured their sessions related to deep work and stuff, and then try to apply it on your own, which is what I'm currently doing. I did like a little mini, did like a mini thing here, where I just wrote down pretty much location. I wrote down things of that nature, because like I said, you had to have the location, you had to have the time, you had to have the method. So yeah, rhythm method, my desk, two 1 hour and 30-minute chunks. I'm not quite sure about the time duration actually, so if somebody knows, then let me know. But essentially the time duration, I originally had it from 2 to 3 hours, around there. But I saw that in one of the examples they put, which I think was Charles Darwin, maybe. I don't actually remember who it was exactly. The name was like something similar, but yeah, the person had structured 2 1 minute, 1 minute. Whoa, that's crazy. 1 hour and 30-minute sessions, which I think is what I'm gonna end up doing as well, and like put in some sort of walking or something, going outside for like a small break in between, like at the start and in the middle. I think that'd be perfect. And then the metric, which I'm gonna say is like homework per 30 minutes, right? I'm not exactly sure. The metric is kind of scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the metric could be like a lot better than it currently is, but essentially that's what it is right now. I'll change it later if I feel like I have to change it or whatever. And then like a couple things like no internet. Oh, internet, yes. No phone. I should specify that. No phone, clean room, adequate light, water, no other device, etc., etc. And then like the supporting feature. That's pretty much everything I wrote down there. Got some cool looking drawings as well. I don't draw anymore, but yeah, some cool looking drawings. And I'd say that's pretty much it for reading. Let's see. Oh, I tried the trick earlier today. I'm not exactly sure. I think this might affect my sleep though. It was waking or setting an alarm for 6 before my actual 8 to 8:30 alarm, and then drink water at that 6, and it did work. Essentially, I did have to go and take a leak before, or take a leak between 8:30 and 9, which is great because I actually woke up 8:40 something compared to the usual like 10 something. It's just like an added motivation, I guess, or added reason to get up out of bed. I need to actually see the thing that I have to take a look at is like, how do I make it so obviously I can like discipline myself, but how do I add like an extra motivation to not fall asleep again? Right? Something similar to like the taking a leak or whatever, or like removing the phone. Removing the phone has been such a godsend, bro. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna end up finishing all of this or wrapping up everything. Okay, it's like 7 minutes. I want to keep these videos like 6 to 7 minutes now, unless I delve into a topic. But essentially, the taking away the phone has been phenomenal because now I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff that I would have done later in the day and probably not would have done a lot earlier. And it just feels a lot better, honestly. I don't know. Cause like the phone just makes it so like I end up feeling really sluggish or whatever. But yeah, peace.